What's good, guys? ATG Reacts. We are about to check out this chick that I've been hearing about, but I haven't really watched many of her fights. And then I came across this video here. So her name is Dakota Ditcheva, or Ditcheva, however you would say it. I think she's Bulgarian or Hungarian. I'm not even sure exactly, but all I know is I've been hearing she's a problem over there in the PFL. She's been cooking these ladies, bro, like absolutely starching them. So we're gonna go just check out this video. I think it's a bunch of her highlights. I think it's like a synopsis of her career thus far. So let's check it out. I mean, off first glance, you know, she's gorgeous, baddie for sure, and she just looks like she has a fighter's frame. Like, I'm looking at the legs and the arms, like the lengthwise, reach-wise, it probably already has a solid reach advantage over the majority of people she's fighting. So let's see.
Come on in.
Down the fence.
We're ready.
So long and rangy. Put away.
Despite her pretty looks, Dakota Ditcheva displays an unprecedented level of violence. A graceful lady with devastating striking.
Already what I'm seeing is
What a kick!
And a deadly clinch game. Holds a record-breaking knockout rate in the cage. The spotlight belongs to the long-legged PFL champion, who might soon outshine any MMA star.
strikers don't really get
Born into a Bulgarian English family in the summer of 1998, Dakota followed in the footsteps of her mother, Lisa Howarth, a multi-time world champion in Muay Thai, kickboxing, and karate. By the age of 4, she was introduced to the art of combat, and her parents chose Muay Thai as the main discipline for their daughter.
Okay, I see ya.
While her classmates were chasing likes on social media, the 16-year-old Ditcheva was collecting titles on the brutal rings of Thailand. A charming smile and a ballerina's physique could easily distract an enraptured viewer from her dagger-like front kick. And the machine gun combinations of this fiery girl.
Again, like, the accuracy is crazy, right? It'd be interested to see like what her landed strike percentage is.
Who rarely left it in the hands of the judges.
Mixes it up well. Like, see, that body shot got it. I got it.
Even before turning 18, Dakota's striking arsenal was deeper than her wardrobe.
That's questionable.
A little bit more explosive, but Kazin's
I guess the mock guard.
Reverse 1-2s.
I don't know about that.
Picturesque kicks across all levels. Sharp counters. Flying knees.
Starching these girls.
And a lethal clinch.
She backs up onto the ropes, throws the knee in again, and then a third. The referee's having a look.
Providing free makeup services to her opponents, she claimed victory at the 2016 World Championships in a prestigious Muay Thai organization.
So 2 wins in quick succession.
But that was only the beginning of her journey, kicking the brakes off of girls.
Almost landed flush. Peyton's having to weather an early
She's going to be a
storm.
superstar. Well, she already is.
Tries that kick in, and that's hurt Peyton.
The British Valkyrie added several more stoppages to her record.
Step in long knee again.
And the long knees, and that's hurt Bragg early.
And seeing the rise of women's MMA in 2018, she decided to flaunt her manicure in the small gloves.
She gets out of contract on PFL.
In order to get used to the grappling, Ditcheva stayed in the amateurs for a while.
Nice kick out, lovely sweep.
Immediately gluing the audience to their screens with her refined technique.
She said her style's like her mum's forward
and killer instinct.
and back up
Yeah, she's better than
right
this
hand
girl.
out to the back. It was only contact that let Leonara know where she was.
Right hand and the ref wave.
Wow!
Her interest in jiu-jitsu proved fruitful as well.
Straight away. Use that quarter
Mixing up her vicious striking.
He's down the
That clip right
Dakota showcased impressive progress in close-range combat.
there. Going for it.
Having transformed into a well-rounded mixed martial artist in about 3 years.
Oh, nice knee to the body. Follows it up.
Thai plum clinch. Oh, that's a big
Yeah, these
knee.
girls have no business being in there.
Dakota.
She
Did
finally
the ref?
Oh, that
The ref just pushed me. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I swear to
that's a big knee.
right here. He pushes her back into the fight. Okay, he just braces off.
Dakota.
She finally switched pro. Making her debut in 2021, Dakota was throwing up and down, switching
Oh, that must
stances
be
on the
KC.
fly.
Job. Oh,
What
Then
was
served
she
a
in,
Thai-style
what league is this?
platter of elbows and knees,
and again.
Yeah, it's done. It's done. She's done. Ever's done.
finishing the execution in the first round.
Oh, spinning elbow. Oh, wow. Oh,
Yeah, I mean, she has no business being in there. With it.
Consistently uplifting fan spirits and keeping persistent opponents at bay with signature kicks.
These ladies.
I ain't wasting no time, but
Dakota.
is really picking her off
Ditcheva never forgot to imprint her front kick on their faces.
several times. Big kick again. Really working well for Dakota. That one straight through the middle. No
Gradually ramping up precise
I mean, all
combinations.
she's missing right
Johnson
now
in the corner.
is power.
But in the clinch.
Like if she had the power
Dakota, the
to,
knees, the elbows.
to knock these
This
girls
young
out,
lady
with all
likes
those
to
shots she's
strike.
landing, she would
Flavored
be a-
with John Jones-esque
should be
tricks.
a problem.
Oh, spinning back elbow just missed. And this is the thing. And another. And a knee.
She probably wouldn't develop that type of power. She'd have to like put on weight to get that
She
type
could
of power
now
at
get the
this
job
point.
done on the ground if needed.
At this point, I mean,
Dakota with the takedown. Really
Yeah.
needs to improve her position.
Nah, referee's seen enough of Dakota Ditcheva.
Gifted with a rare combination of runway-worthy looks and fighting mastery, Dakota didn't linger on the regional scene for long, deporting
Yeah,
her
she's
opponents
accurate,
back to OnlyFans one by one.
I would like to see her pushing a little bit more. and
Oh,
closing the
baby.
distance.
Oh, here we go.
Right up.
Homie said sending them back to OnlyFans.
Oh, the money, baby. What a kick. Dangerous.
In 2022, the 5-0 striking hottie drew the eye of the PFL promotion, which operates a regular season and a playoff stage, like in team sports. The only drawback for athletes from Muay Thai backgrounds is the organization's ban on elbow strikes, which applies to all bouts except championship ones. Joining the flyweight division at 125 pounds, the 20
That's interesting. Is it the whole idea of like what protecting the fighters, and then in the championship fight they can go all out? It makes sense as a championship fight. You want to see the most exciting fight. Like, I want to know what's the purpose behind that. It has to be structured with keeping the fighters probably healthy and fight ready, right? Them not getting cut up and stuff like that, which would cause them to not be able to fight for a while.
4-year-old Ditcheva had no intention of disappointing her mother.
Oh, is that
So when
23?
Hasna Jaber spun a windmill right out of the gate, Dakota punished these wild haymakers.
Outside. Nice slip and rip there from Dakota.
And delivered her signature kick.
Slip and rip there from Dakota. Push kick drops.
In the ensuing clinch, a single knee was enough to score the
right, that was a
fastest
perfect knee
victory
right there.
of her career.
Out of her element here. She's hurt to the body.
Oh
That's
yeah,
it.
she's
Rich
hurt.
Mitchell
Yeah.
waves it off the knee.
Yeah, I have to watch that again. A knee in the clinch, perfect, right on the. Oh man,
Kick drops.
In the ensuing clinch, a single knee was enough
right here, boom. Was it like a very short knee too, but it was just perfectly landed.
to score the fastest
She was done right there. Look, she's killing the ref. She's done. Her whole body just froze up.
victory of her career.
Out of her
Oh, she
element
got
here.
her
She's
again.
hurt to the body. That's it.
Rich Mitchell waves it off the knee.
Returning 3 months later with a blown kiss, Dakota stuck to her winning recipe.
That was a quick fight.
First, stuff the adversary
Her
with front
looks
kicks.
good. Like, look at her movement. Her accuracy is crazy.
Season with crosses.
And that front kick is nice too, because then she can keep people off of her and keep her distance. Right?
And she will land knees with it. A good job of getting that shin pin there.
Or hammer fist from the top. Ditcheva steps out.
Yeah,
And after turning up the heat to the boiling point,
Dakota Ditcheva. Very good kick.
In and out, in and out.
Who's the cage? Who's the cage? Who's the cage?
it's time to serve.
Against the fence.
Please.
There's a club and a right hand.
Mix it. Oh.
Voila.
Shit.
Following this anvilous knockout, household chores were willingly handed off to the men. In 2023, Ditcheva headed to the PFL European Grand Prix. In the first bout of the tourney, she habitually pinned her foe against the fence,
Yeah, the clinch is nice.
flirted with knees, and tripped her down. On the mat, Dakota threatened a crucifix to take the back, cinching up a strangle in the process.
She had her arm
Congratulations
trapped
from
behind her
Mom.
back.
I'm not going to interrupt while you celebrate with Mom. I mean, come on.
And the first submission win of her career.
Mom built a superstar.
Did you want to showcase your ground skill?
4 years
Yeah,
old.
I really did, and I came out and I did it tonight, and I'm very proud of myself for that.
Anybody out there who is, if you're watching this and you're 14, 15, 16, you're 12, you're 13, I'm telling you, this shit called life is not as hard as it needs to be. And I'm telling you from someone who didn't do what I'm about to tell you and is now having to play catch up. Find something that you enjoy doing and do it all the goddamn time. Whether it be poker, pool, basketball, football, mixed martial arts, painting, it doesn't matter. Just pick the thing that you enjoy doing and just achieve mastery in it. And by the time you're in your early 20s, you're gonna be just fine, because you're gonna have such a mastery of whatever that thing is. I guarantee you, you're gonna be able to monetize it in some way and create a living in some way. Case in point, started fighting when she was 4. Right? Look at where she is now. You know what I'm saying? Just advice from some guy, take it or leave it.
To show that I'm not just a striker in these flyweights, you need to be careful.
Okay.
Going into the semifinals in Paris, the ladies boosted traffic to a certain black and orange website. The battle-tested Cornelia Holm snapped on a jab and a low kick,
Smiling when she walked in.
then tried to take the action to the canvas.
She utilized them so well with that jab, but this is a good takedown for Holm.
Beautiful work.
It's good defense.
Nice scramble though from Ditcheva.
Or at least stifle her rival against the cage.
Confidence to both women though.
Good defense.
Stuck in Holm's embrace like a stepsister for most of the round, Dakota
could go
managed
for
to
it.
break free with the help of her clinch work,
Pusher, and now there's the knees. Knees coming up.
ending the stretch on her own terms.
Who now goes back to work with some knees. Holm offers a few as well.
In the second round, she fired her right hand
Down the fence.
and fenced with the kicks.
So
She
long
doesn't
and
have
rangy.
spot.
It's
Game
class.
plans play with the
She
grapple,
has
but
Holm tries to go right back.
you have to be a
However,
threat as
Holm
well on the
proved
feet
more
in order to
tenacious
get
than
the
a
takedown,
Jehovah's
right?
Witness.
Takedown here.
Back on the feet with Dakota Ditcheva.
Good timing on that
Push her
takedown.
back, but great balance by Ditcheva.
Guillotine.
Beautiful.
He had that head pressure
Switching stances back and forth
She
in the
doesn't look very
third.
tired.
and have not had the time in there to
Cardio
Back
is
on
good.
the attack with that left high kick. Beautiful left hand there by Ditcheva.
It's the third round and she's
solid
moving
knee.
like that.
Ditcheva was finding her target more often.
hurt her opponent. Watch your start.
For these women, showing a little fatigue. Oh, there's a head kick.
And after the anti-cellulite massage,
She's looking for a flying knee. She'll catch her coming in for a takedown.
came the final combo.
Cornelia Holm, very difficult to put away.
Oh man, that body shot.
Came the final combo.
Followed by the right. That was
very difficult to
perfect.
put away.
Man, you see what I'm saying? That type of striking accuracy does not come into play in your mid-20s or something. Nah, you got to be fighting from young to have that, to develop that. It's like while your body's growing and developing, you're training into that, into your system, into your motor functions. Like, that's crazy.
Dakota Ditcheva with the third round finish.
Forget the second strike too. It was a body shot that got it. She was done right there.
The British beauty added another scalp to her resume.
It was a straight left too. It wasn't even a hook to the body. It was a
Body
straight
and head
left.
seamlessly. The British beauty added another scalp to her resume.
Put away.
By the time of the finale in Dublin, a couple months later, Dakota had successfully made weight, watched her beloved Manchester City's 2023 squad play,
Take it, Rico.
and, in high spirits, set off to claim the strap. The aggressive Valentina Scati knew that wrestling was her only path to success. But in order to get there, she needed to survive Dakota's Thai plum.
These legs. Oh, knees.
This clinch, Dakota maintaining balance, and look at that.
Ditcheva effortlessly diffused the pressure.
Look at this.
Bounced in with a cross.
Drag oh, nice right hand. Tried to drag oh, nice.
And unloaded another batch of knees.
She's just riding
This could be it, guys.
Visibly itching to step in and stop it for the rest of the round.
She's starching.
We might not see round number two.
I don't think she'll be able to see out of that eye.
Another right hand there from Dakota Ditcheva.
The referee consulted with the ringside physician and made the only correct call.
Dakota Ditcheva!
Commenting on the event, former UFC title contender Dan Hardy was thoroughly impressed.
What an impressive performance from Dakota. Some of the best Muay Thai striking in mixed martial arts I have ever seen. Honestly, I can only liken it to Anderson Silva, which is a massive credential to have on a belt. Dangerous!
With the European PFL belt secured and $100,000 in prize money, Ditcheva's first order of business upon returning home was taking her father to a city match. Racking up 10 wins with 9 finishes and not a single misstep in a span of just 3 years, the Wonder Girl from the British Isles became the hottest prospect in women's MMA. In 2024, she joined the regular PFL season. The fate of her opponent, Lisa Modlin, was sealed without the need for a natal chart.
You can see the speed of Dakota Ditcheva on display. Nasty combination.
Rips to the body by Ditcheva. Right back.
Girls
Big
don't have
Dakota
no
blasted
place
the
in
body
there.
once more,
Finished. Another knee to the midsection.
folding Modlin in half just 4 minutes into the bout.
Stand back up. All to the body. More body shots. This one's First round finish for Dakota Ditcheva.
Chelsea Hackett was sent flying right from the start.
Straight right hand.
Recover, trying to pull this into a grappling range now. She's going to be open to...
Then she just turned into a silent anvil.
Push kick to
Nice
the face.
teeth to the face.
Dakota.
Through the straight left.
Brutal.
Oh, nasty combination. And the body work. And that'll do it. Dakota Ditcheva.
Scoring the maximum 12 points in a season with 2 knockouts inside the opening rounds.
Body shots.
Ditcheva advanced out of the group stage in first place. Before the playoffs, in addition to training, she managed to work as a model.
Of course, like she would be an idiot not to.
And try out a new gym. Back to the U.S. in August, Dakota faced a jiu-jitsu black belt, Jenna Bishop, in the PFL playoff semifinals. A no-gi world champion, Bishop had amassed an MMA 7-1 record, including 4 submission victories. Justifiably having little faith in her technical stand-up, Bishop bum-rushed forward, sacrificing her makeup in the process.
For a closing range, though, she's going to be super careful.
Nice knee. And here's the big takedown for Dakota.
Finding herself under the accomplished submission artist, the daring Dakota attempted a triangle.
Now she's setting up a triangle, but...
and taking advantage of a momentary lapse, managed to regain her footing. Reversing the position in the clinch. She finally broke free from Bishop's grasp.
Good hand control by Ditcheva.
From that moment on, the oppressive Muay Thai machine was on the winning tracks.
It's going to be unbelievable.
Signaling that she wouldn't entertain the ground game, Ditcheva carved her path to the final.
And goes immediately on the attack.
Bishop in trouble.
And that does it. First round finish at Dakota Ditcheva.
A face-lifting knee from double collar ties and a sharp, nearly imperceptible front kick drained Bishop's will to resist. Dakota dismantled an elite grappler inside a round, proving her MMA potential to the remaining handful of skeptics. The climatic event of the entire 2024 season took place in November in Saudi Arabia. Dakota made sure to catch a live match featuring Ronaldo.
The football team that Ronaldo plays for, we're going to watch them tonight. Yeah, this is what I'm going to do when I see him. Ronaldo! Play, that's for sure.
When the game ended, she still had her evening training session. After all, in the battle for the gold and the accompanying $1 million bag, she would go up against Tyler Santos. The former UFC title challenger had narrowly lost a controversial split decision to Valentina Shevchenko a couple of years prior. Since then, Santos had notched 3 wins in the PFL, entering the contest with an impressive 22-3 record and a slew of finishes, making her a formidable threat on paper.
She slapped on the rear naked choke.
In the championship bout, elbow strikes were finally permitted. Santos was too focused on chewing up Dakota's legs early. Santos was too focused on chewing up Dakota's legs early.
I would have thought that these UFC refs are on the contract to stay with the UFC alone, but I guess they're probably hired by... either they're completely freelance or not locked into contracts, or they're hired by an outside company who then basically gives them work like an agency, and then gives them work in wherever they need to be, even if it's like a lower tier event or something, I guess.
Finally permitted. Santos was too focused on chewing up Dakota's legs early. And failed to see a crisp 1-2 coming her way. Seeking refuge in the grappling, she was surprised to find herself helpless there as well.
Nice job by Ditcheva.
Back on the feet, Dakota used front kicks to set up a cross.
Push kick twice. Oh, the right hand.
Followed by an encore from southpaw.
That's fine. We also
and after landing her signature kiss with a soul kick, fired off a combo with a long-forgotten elbow strike.
And a flurry from Ditcheva. Beautiful right hands. And an elbow to finish that combination. She has Tyler Santos hurt.
In the second frame, a disoriented Santos tried to rely on her grit.
Talk about everything you need to kickstart.
Man, what a knee to the body that was.
2 big knees.
There we go, beautiful spin out there.
While Dakota unleashed a pallet of kicks, rarely seen even among male athletes.
Kick to the
very observant fighter in that.
Even when you work your way to Tyler Santos.
Stuffing Santos's last-ditch takedown attempt.
Oh, that's the knee to the midsection.
Dakota unloaded a barrage against the fence.
Push kick to the face. There's a couple. Santos is hurt. Santos not moving a lot right now.
Trapped in the cage.
Ditcheva smelling blood. Nice elbows. Beautiful.
Santos folded with her liver leaking out.
Santos is in trouble. She's in trouble. Dakota Ditcheva to the bottom again.
breathing out of her mouth already too.
Running over a worldwide top 5 ranked girl without breaking a sweat, Dakota secured her 14th career victory and her 4th consecutive knockout via body shots. Receiving the coveted belt from her mother, 25-year-old Dakota became the youngest champion in PFL history. With 7 figures added to her bank account, she cemented herself as one of the elites. Her brother, who accompanies her to every fight, was just as thrilled.
Thanks for taking all those shots.
Upon returning home, the champion made sure to visit her 89-year-old grandmother.
Back together again. Look at that state of it now.
Your head on my shoulder.
A stunning combination of beauty.
Put away.
Oh, that's the conclusion. Yeah, she's the real deal. I'd be interested to see how she'd do against some of the girls in the UFC though. But based on what I'm looking at, I can almost tell you that she'd do pretty damn good. Like, she might be a champion in the UFC as well. If she so chooses to be, you know. And she's only gonna be getting better. Like, she's 25. That's crazy. Wow. I'm gonna try to keep paying attention to her career and see where she ends up. Anyways, guys, check her out. She's a problem. Dakota Ditcheva. Check her out. She's a real deal.